Hello everyone, my name is Polly Hoganson, and today I'll be your host for this segment of OurVentura.com. In studio today, I have my good friend Eric Wallner with the City of Ventura. And I'd like you to explain what your job title is for the city.
Of course. First of all, thanks for having me. It's great to be here and to get to talk to you about stuff that we're both interested in. I work in economic development. My title is Creative Economy Specialist, and what that means essentially is I work on attracting and retaining creative businesses. So I work with Film Ventura, I work with the music community, I work with publishing, architects, designers, anything related to creative businesses, also food for that matter. So our office puts together Restaurant Week every fall, is one of our projects. And basically, you know, our economic strategy has been within the city, the new strategy has been focusing on green, high-tech, and creative jobs as the jobs of the future. They're high-wage, high-value jobs.
Right.
And so they really can be the backbone for a strong economy.
So you were involved in the incubator project.
Yeah, correct. I was. The incubator at 505 Polly, the Ventura Business Center, we're now calling it, is a high-tech incubator, primarily. There's one floor that is specifically for nonprofits, and we are fortunate that we have several arts nonprofits there as well. Focus on the Masters, the Ventura County Ballet, Ventura Film Society, are all housed there. So it's a really great space, and they really get a chance to mingle and sort of figure out how they can work together and collaborate too. So it's a really positive step for them.
So talk about some of the events that you're involved with and what the city brings to the downtown area or citywide for that matter.
Well, we do a lot of different events. I work very closely with my peers in cultural affairs, the Office of Cultural Affairs within the Parks, Recreation, and Community Partnerships Department, as we're now called. And the events, you know, we have the 4th of July Street Fair. Every year we have, we're doing Music Week, which is going to be a springtime, hopefully an annual springtime event.
Right. And that's all the venues downtown and some in the harbor, I think.
Yes, in the harbor as well.
They contact musicians from all over, locally and outside of the area?
Yeah, it's all about really shining a spotlight on our local music scene and our local musicians, and just getting people involved in a really fun, engaging way in supporting local business. We have over 100 acts performing, which I'm really thrilled about for this last one. And we had about 25 venues involved, and they're all over the city. They're in Midtown, they're in downtown, they're in the harbor.
And most of these events are free with maybe a minimum
Very
charge.
minimal cover charges or free, which is really impressive and important.
And all ages too, for families.
We did for this Music Week, we had something called the Local Rock Picnic, which was a great event featuring all ages bands, so a lot of teen bands. And
that's during the day, right?
Yeah, it was on Saturday,
In the park.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that's for the spring, and then the 4th of July in the summer.
4th of July, we're hoping to bring back our Starlight Cinema, our free outdoor movies. I don't know for sure yet if that's going to happen. We're trying to raise the money from local businesses to sponsor that. So if there's any out there listening, we're looking.
How does that work? I mean, where is this housed at?
Well, the movies are usually in public parks around the city. We've done them in Plaza Park and Mission Park in downtown. We've done them at Barranca Vista over on the east side. We usually do classic films, family-oriented, and it's a lot of fun. You can bring a picnic and just make a night of it. And it's kind of like going to see a drive-in movie. It's really, that has that sort of feel to it. People bring sleeping bags and, popcorn and just hunker down. And
that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Great.
And then other events we have going on, we have Restaurant Week is probably our biggest one in the fall. It's a fixed price menu, $20 per person or 2 for $20 depending on the venue. And it's a great way to go and try new restaurants that you've always wanted to,
Right.
and just get out and experience different parts of the city. The harbor's involved again. We have restaurants all over town in Pierpont, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's a really great way to support local business. And it's all local produce too, not just produce, but locally sourced food of all kinds.
Well, that's terrific. And we should touch on a little bit about the local. Not only businesses, but our farmers need our support, and there's such great family farms in Ventura that people can go and go to their stands and get produce, and I think there's also bags or boxes. You can go. Are you familiar with what McGrath Farms is doing? And you can sign up for a monthly box.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
produce.
exactly. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's we are one of the epicenters globally for produce, of course, and still are very much an agricultural town and really value that. I think I was trying to remember the statistic. It's something like when you spend $1 at a big box store, 40-something cents goes back into the local economy. Whereas if you spend that same dollar at a local independently owned business, over 60 cents on the dollar stays in the community. So there's a huge incentive for people to spend locally. And we're working with Totally Local VC and Kat Merrick to try and really promote this idea of living local, of supporting local business, and trying to shift 10% of your spending at least to local goods and services.
Right. And I would say, aren't most of the businesses on Main Street?
Yeah, I'd say
small business?
probably 80% of the businesses are local, which is great, as opposed to Santa Barbara, where it's probably 80% chains.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So is there anything on the horizon that your department is looking at? Are there other businesses that are coming into the area that are kind of taking a look at moving into Ventura? Or?
We're always talking to folks and trying to attract new businesses in. We're looking for businesses that kind of fit the mix of what our needs are. We're really thrilled with the recent opening of Bevmo and Trader Joe's in the mall. That was important. In terms of something specific that I can talk about, nothing really at the moment. But we're always having conversations with developers of different kinds about their projects.
Okay, and how about is the Chamber of Commerce hopping on with anything that you guys are partnering with?
Yeah, we work really closely in partnership with the Chamber of Commerce, the Ventura Visitors and Convention Bureau, the Downtown Ventura Organization, the Harbor, a lot of the community councils. We're in constant contact with them, trying to get them involved in what we're doing and vice versa, find out what they're doing and how we can support it. Partnerships are really key to everything we do at the city. If it wasn't for the engagement of a lot of great people, we couldn't do the things that we do.
Right.
So we're very lucky.
Now, what about, is there any interest in filmmakers from like LA, any of the studios? Because I know that we've had some pretty high profile movies made downtown. So I'm just wondering if, are you reaching out to maybe showcasing Ventura in that way?
Yeah, Film Ventura started about a year ago, and it's an initiative to, we have a commission actually that Mark Hartley is the chair. He's a local business owner, he owns the Watermark. And we are doing a lot to try to promote filming in Ventura. We're doing trade shows and ads and really letting people know that Ventura is open for business. We have a great website called OurVentura.com that lists all kinds of resources. You can go on there and nominate your house or your business as a potential location for film shoots. And we're seeing quite an increase in filming, which is really great for the local economy. Again, every time a film crew comes in, they're spending, X amount of dollars on transportation costs, on food costs, on hiring local talent, hopefully. All those kinds of hotel stays is a really big one. And so that's a really important economic generator for our city.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of a better city to film in. I mean, we've got the ocean, we've got the hills.
Yeah.
We're kind of like an all-American town when you look at up and down Main Street.
Yeah. We're also really lucky to have Brooks Institute in Ventura, which is a huge source of talent for the crews. They use a lot of students on their shoots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sometimes see some of the kids setting up their cameras in or around downtown.
Yeah, so, they're an active bunch.
Yeah, that's great. So we've talked about arts, music. Are you involved in the First Fridays art?
Oh, we certainly support the First. We don't produce that. It's done by a group of gallery owners, but it's been a really big success. It's every first Friday in downtown Ventura and on the west side. They open up the studios and usually have some sort of extra thing going on to make it fun. There's usually some live music, sometimes food and wine, those kinds of things. And the idea is really to give people an opportunity to come out and look at art and hopefully buy some art.
Sure, and that also is free to the public, and usually right after dinner for a few hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's right after dinner. I think it's from like 6 to 9. And I should also say that the Art Walk, which is an event that the city used to produce, we're not producing it any longer because of budget cuts. But a group of citizens led by Josh Addison at the Bell Arts Factory have really taken it on, and they're making it a very artist-centered event that's really about bringing people into artist neighborhood spaces, mostly on the west side, but throughout the city as well, and really get people excited about all the great, diverse, eclectic art that we have in Ventura. We're really lucky.
Yeah, just the whole concentration of artists here in the area is just amazing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, every day I meet somebody new, and I always think, oh, I've met every artist in town, but there's always a new artist coming in. There's always new interest, and I think having the WAVE, the Working Artists Ventura project, has been a huge boon to our arts community, and it's a really important, positive new development in our art scene.
Now, is there anything that the citizens of Ventura can do to help you help us? And quickly. So we're going to need to wrap this up pretty soon.
Okay. Well, I think just being involved and supportive of. I think it's always useful for citizens to let us know what they'd like to see more of. Your voice is important, and people forget that we're very accountable to our local citizens. I mean, we're very aware that we're spending taxpayer dollars, and we want to make sure that every single penny is well spent. So we hope that people are engaged and supportive of what we're doing, and they come to us with constructive criticism.
So is there a website, or should they just go to the city's website?
Yeah, you can go to the city's website, www.cityofventura.net, and there's quite a bit of information there. There's the music site is www.venturamusicweek.com, and there's one for Restaurant Week, venturarestaurantweek.com as well.
There's so much happening.
And we're on Facebook too.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
That's a great resource. And Eric Wallner, I thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
Sharing what the city is doing for us. And we hope to be downtown or around the city and enjoy some of the things that are available to us. So thank you so much for viewing OurVentura.com. My name's Polly Hoganson. And until next time, thank you for joining us.